Hello, everybody. I'm Oliver from Midwich, brand manager of Midwich. Introducing you today. We have Ellen from Barco with our first ever online version of Midwich TV. Welcome, Ellen. Nice to meet you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ellen van de Woestijne. I'm working for Barco as a segment marketing director for teaching and learning solutions, and I'm very happy to be on the Midwich TV today.
Fantastic. Thank you. So Ellen, for the people that don't know, what is wePresent?
wePresent is an interactive wireless presentation device at Barco, and it's an excellent device that can help your education to move beyond wireless presentation to go to interactivity and to go to really applying flipped classroom principles. So what we see actually is that education is transforming very quickly. It's more about student skills, less about how much knowledge you can take on, and it's also about moving from passive to interactive teaching. We see learning is becoming blended, it's very outcome driven, and teachers are starting to teach across multiple locations but also multiple settings. So we see teachers are thinking, how can I really improve learning outcome? And then it's pedagogy first. It's really, how can I move from passive to active learning? How can I then also the space? So you have pedagogy. Next to that, you have your spatial design. How is your classroom designed? If you look to my background, this is pretty old school, all rows with students and a teacher in front of a blackboard. But actually, we do see that the spatial design can also steer interactivity. So if you really want to you have this mindset of pedagogy, you want to flip the classroom, you want to go to active learning, and you want to redesign your space a bit. Think about adding you can start very simple with adding a display for your teacher, but also allowing students to present and to interact from their own device. That's where wePresent can be the technology that enables you to achieve that type of outcome.
Mm-hmm. And so with the way that education is evolving, how does the wePresent solution fit in with those changes, and what does it bring into the party to help with the active learning experience?
Yeah. So we're specifically looking to if we're specifically looking towards the active learning, so wePresent can really help to step from passive to active learning. So you can connect the whole class. If they all have their bring your own devices, you can connect their devices. It really supports any device. It's very simple to use, so user adoption for both teachers and learners is pretty simple. And then it can help teachers to go from passive to interactive or active learning. How does wePresent help you? It really helps you to compare and contrast content, because multiple content from different students can be on screen. You can actually lead from the front. You can, with your interactive display, you can you can scroll through your presentation, or you can interact with your teacher presentation, and you can also push all the information to all students. Let's say you have 40-50 students in a classroom and the ones in the back row don't see it very well. You can really push the content to your students. And then, of course, you get collaborating. You can distribute content to everybody. You can preview also what students are trying to share, and you can securely share, because you need to enter 4-digit codes, and you have data encryption as well.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. And so we've spoken quite a lot about where wePresent fits into education. Is that the only market that it's suitable for, or is it also appropriate for more like corporate or enterprise solution?
Yeah, I would say when talking about who would benefit, uh, think about situations where you really want to move beyond one directional just sharing. In a teaching content context, it can be in a classroom. In an enterprise context, it can be brainstorm rooms, training rooms. There, wePresent would also be very suitable to support that active interaction that you're looking for.
So, Ellen, if you don't mind, just talk us through the steps of connecting your device to wePresent. How does that actually? What does that look like in reality? How do you do that?
Well, you can launch the software, download the software. It supports any type of device, and then you will see a 4-digit code to connect you with the device when you enter the classroom. So you would really use the MirrorUp software as a guest. You could run it from a USB stick as well.
And so there are three models of wePresent that Midwich list. What are the three key differences that you would highlight between the models?
Um, well, I really think it depends a bit on how do you. So you have the 1000, the 1600, and the 2100, and then you really need to look on. Do you want to moderate the content of your students? How important is it to have your unit network integrated? And depending on your priorities, and there's a grid comparing all three models that Midwich can provide you. You can actually choose whether you want to be at whether you want to have 1000, which is a base unit, or whether you go to the 2100, which really enables you to do much more interactive and collaborative learning.
Why do people choose wePresent over alternatives? Why wePresent?
I think a couple of things. wePresent is very easy to use. The MirrorUp software is pretty well known. It's also actually what wePresent was one of the first wireless interactive presentation systems in the world. So technology-wise, it's very stable solution, and you can also really share and compare. You can manage the unit or the different, let's say you have 20 or 30 or 100 units in your classroom. You can also very easily manage all the devices. So I think that are a couple of the reasons why people would choose WeConnect units.
Sure. And Barco ClickShare is virtually a household name now. And in a lot of ways, at least on paper, wePresent is competing with Barco ClickShare. So can you help us to understand when we should think of wePresent and when a customer should think of ClickShare? What is that line between the two solutions?
Well, I think it's for me it's pretty clear. If you're really looking to interactivity, brainstorming, and you want to have interactive functionalities, then you would think wePresent. If you think about easy sharing, then you would think about your basic ClickShare. Of course, when you think about connecting it with a conferencing system, then you would think about ClickShare Conference as a preferred model.
Fantastic, thank you, Ellen. Thank you so much for your time. Is there anything else you wanted to let people know about before we closed our discussion?
No, I would say I think wePresent is a very good choice. It's a very stable unit, and I'm sure the Midwich experts can help you to integrate it and to share best practices that they had from other clients.
And how does it feel to take part in Midwich's first ever online version of Midwich TV?
No, it's very nice.
As you can tell, there's a reason I'm not a professional interviewer. So thank you so much, Ellen, for your time today. I
Yeah.
really do appreciate it. Guys, contact me or your Midwich account manager for more information on the wePresent solution. Our contact details will be shared with this post. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.